I once thought that living a life fearing God will help me stop sinning. But guess what? I did not stop sinning. As a matter of fact, I was backsliding each and every second of my life. Like, I thought that if I have the fear of the Lord in me, it will stop me from being the person I used to be. And I ended up finding myself even sinning more. And I was like, if I am fearing God, why am I going back? Why am I getting back into my old habits? Why am I returning into my vomit, into the things that I was delivered from? As I have grown spiritually since 2022, is when I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I found salvation. Is when I realized that you don't need to fear God so that you can stop sinning. You might fear Him, but you'll still end up sinning. You'll still end up committing the sins that you once prayed God to deliver you from. You're trying your best to live a life of obedience, but you end up finding yourself in the same old ways, in the same old patterns, and yet you fear God. And here's the catch. Stay with me. This is because you fear Him, but you don't love God. And this is where love comes in. The reason why you're backsliding is because the love for God is not enough in your life. You don't love God enough. Because if you love somebody, if you love anybody, if you love your mom, if you love your dad, I'm using an example. You will not put yourself in a position whereby you'll hurt them. You're with me? And this works the same way for our Father who is in heaven. We should love Him. In the Bible, it says we should love Him with all our heart, our soul, our mind. Literally, we should love Him with everything we have on and inside of us. Like, it makes it very clear. And now I began to realize that, wow, I was not loving God enough. I was loving Him, but it wasn't that enough for me to love Him much harder, to put myself away from the things that He hates, away from books, from movies, from people who led me to live a life of sin, who led me to sin against my dad. You understand me? I hope you're getting me. It's because you haven't loved God enough. If you love God enough, you will not put yourself in positions whereby you will be tempted or you will sin against Him. It might be friends, it might be movies that you're watching. Maybe it will trigger you watching pornography, or a boyfriend that is leading you to sin, a girlfriend that is leading you to sin, to fornicate, to sin against God. That means you should break up with these people. You should cut off these people who are leading you to sin against God. If it is books that make you have perverted thoughts, lustful thoughts, movies, music, you'll cut them off. You'll cut them out in your life, brother and sister. I hope now you're getting me. You have to love God in such a way that you are willing to sacrifice what you love the most for Him. You are willing to put yourself last and put Him before anything else in your life. And that's how you will stop backsliding. You will stop going back each and every moment. You'll stop going back to your sin. You'll stop going back to your vomit. You'll stop living a life of wickedness and start living a life that pursue God's will, and living a life that obeys God's commandments, and living a life that honors God. Simple. That's the only cheat code that you need. It's love. Unconditional love for your dad. Unconditional love for your dad. You are willing to sacrifice. You are willing to put yourself down and willing to put Him up above everything else in your life. You're willing to put Him number one in your life. That's how you'll stop yourself from backsliding, brother and sister. So work on your relationship with God. Work on your love. Humble yourself before the Lord. Ask Him to bless you with the strength to walk away from temptation, to walk away from the people that are leading you into temptation, from movies, from music. Deliver you from music, movies, books, or anything that is making you not live the life that you want to live for God. Okay, I'm your big bro Wesley. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me for more videos.